also help you. It kills your soul. It kills all aspects of you. Get rid of it. You got the invite. How'd you get it? That's amazing. Well, I'm happy. I'm gonna send it to everybody else. That is so cool. All right. Well, Sister Ada got the invite. Now, mind you, I'm gonna place the invite up here momentarily. Now, mind you, when you go into your juice group, because you used to call them juice sessions. I used to call my therapy sessions juice sessions. How did you feel? And how did you feel in this juice session here, this mojo session, getting back your personal power? How did you feel, baby? Mm. Nothing. Just being honest. That's all you gotta do. Be honest. Just be honest. Mm-hmm. 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 Just be honest. A good therapy session, a session should be just like basically talking to a friend, really, and that's how it should be. The link is up. It's on there. It's on the stage. Should be like talking to a friend. That's what it should be like. Hmm. Just like talking to a good friend. That's all it is. So always please keep that in mind. Absolutely. Mhm. Well, there you go, honey. Uh, it's not easy though. It's definitely not easy. But it's a situation. It's one of them things. Whereas I was in therapy for 21, 22 years, off and on, and I loved it. I really loved it. I got to learn a lot about myself, learn a lot about people, learn things I wouldn't take, things I would do, some things I would not do, and it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful, absolutely. So just keep that in mind. I guess I could take these headphones out. Can y'all hear me now? Because I'm on StreamYard, so I think Otta's on here now. Hey, Otta, honey. So that means that Otta, yeah, the StreamYard can hear, and then y'all can hear. We can all hear each other too. Very good. Oh man, so very good. Also, too, I'm gonna add also to listen. The more you share, the lighter you feel. Also, to your dreams that get really cool. You start having really cool dreams about flying, sometimes about falling, and then when you fall, you get wings, and then you're able to fly. My first 2 years in therapy, I kept having dreams that I was falling, and then I get wings, and then I fly. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna fly everywhere. And then I remember waking up so disappointed that I'm literally could. I'm like, no, I don't have my wings anymore. Where are my wings at? One time I cried. I don't have my wings. But I remember flying. Oh my God. And then also too, things that would make you angry or things that would trigger you, your triggers become less and less and less and less and less. You get new ones, but the old yeah. But the old ones will go away. The old ones that were really detrimental, that really hurt, they'll go away. It's just something about sharing love and care, sharing your life and what hurts you, letting it see the light of day and live in the sun, live in the healing light of love and guidance. It's not a thing anymore. It's just gone. Truly is gone. Really gone. So there we go, sweetie. All right, y'all. I'm on StreamYard now. I don't know. How'd I do that? Oh, that's a green screen. I don't want to do that. So we'll put y'all. I'm messing up already. Sorry. How do you do edit layout? Is that how you do that? Thank you, baby Ashley, honey. Listen, I have present settings. Oh, virtual background. I don't want a virtual background. I have that background. I have a green screen. Oh, I like that. No, put that back up. I'm so silly. But we recommend using a green screen. I don't have a green screen. Keep it just like that. It's fine. All right, yeah. Thank you, baby Ashley. Now, how do you feel now? How do you feel?
What'd you say, Theo?
How do you feel, honey?
Oh, I feel a lot better. I think after I take that spirit bath, it's gonna be like the complete release, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, sweetie. Well, we on YouTube now. So was shared with private family. Yeah, we on public forum now. So I'm letting all you know that stream on here on YouTube. We don't know these people over here. We hopefully we get to know them. Y'all watch what y'all say. Because we're in mixed company now. Hey, Sister Kia, Sister Lola, Sister Lima, Sister Nanny, Sister Mama, Sister Monica, Sister Otter, Blood, and Sister Ashley. We don't know these people over here. Hi, you two people. Hello. We'll all be friends one day. I'm pretty sure we will. But over in Clubhouse, we act up. We really do. It's a good kind of act up, though. It's actually quite fabulous. And then mind you, on YouTube, y'all, for the folks on YouTube or streaming, go over to on Patreon, and then go over there. No, I'm sorry, on Clubhouse, Timeless Hoodoo, and just have fun. Hold on, shift. Hold on, we do this. Shift one. Oh, no, I'm still learning this thing. Settings is pretty cool. Recording virtual by audio in general. It's cool. Really cool. Lovely. All right, y'all. They're very good. Now, it all wants passwords too tight to find my notebook. Look them up. It wants a password. Is it a password? Ada says she like watching me on the TV with my fat cheeks. Listen, Ada, look. Watch this. Hello, how are you? My big fluffy face. Now, mind you, do y'all have to have a password when you come on here? I hope not. Oh, what's the name of it? Oh, now mind you, the link is up. To catch the link, hit the link on top of the thing, on top of the stage. Can y'all hit that link? Will it take you straight to the StreamYard? I forgot to ask. Asks. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I get it now. Oh, it's Black Snake Productions. Thank you. That's what y'all were asking. I'm so sorry. Here we go. Y'all. I'm new to it. Forgive me. It is Black Snake Productions on YouTube. That's what y'all were asking, so you can see the live. Because when you have the link, hold on. Listen. You know I'm slow. Listen. I'm a geek when it comes literally to beautiful Hoodoo and Conjure. But some things, it takes time. You know, I was made so slowly, so with so much love and care. It takes time for things to sink in. So there we go. Black Snake Productions with an S on it. Black Snake Productions, just go on and come and see me there. Because I'm on live right now. And I'll make sure I put that in. Black Snake Productions. And there you go. Now, what I think, once you subscribe, it will send you a link automatically. All right, so y'all get on and subscribe then, and then you will not have to find me. And then, listen, and I won't have to search for y'all either. Hello, everybody. So mind you, now mind you, the views are at 4. There we go. I want you to log into YouTube or oh my God, and you never remember. Oh my Lord. Alima, see, I have all my passwords saved on my computer. Oh, that's a lot of work, honey. How are you doing, Alima? I hope you're doing fine, baby. I hope you're doing well. All right, here we go. Then we have comments here. Now I'm going to say hello to everybody. Hold on. Hello, everyone. There we go. How lovely. And everybody, it's 10:26 Pacific Standard Time. I hope everybody. Listen, also too, it's kind of dark too as well. I realize it's dark. I need to get one of those ring lights. Oh, very good, honey. I need to get a ring light. Hold on. What if I push the computer close to me? Hi. Oh. Okay, very good. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here is share the screen and then start my presentation too as well. Because that's what we did, because that's what I came for, and I love it so much. Okay. Y'all, look. Look. That's another one. You don't know him like that. Look over there. At the bottom of the thing. Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Hello, Aaron. Hold on. Is he online? Aaron, can you see us? Also, too, y'all, listen, I could be on my iPad. Aaron's still down there. They don't know me. Y'all, I'd be so afraid to let the boys up because every time I do, they always cause trouble and do stupid stuff. They listen. They come and terrorizing the whole group and saying strange things. No. Bye, Aaron. Here he gone because he knew he was an agent of chaos. That's what the hell that was. It was a whole agent of chaos. Okay. Now very good. Now mind you, I have my whole presentation up and ready. Let me grab this picture. Now earlier we were talking about figure candles too as well. The thing about it, we also talked about with figure candles. Now picture this, everybody. Wonderful figure candles. There's another way to do this too as well. Because we figure candles, because they're like taper candles, they like to burn. And sometimes they burn lopsided. Now, mind you, they do that spiritually in a beautiful way. It's done spiritually. Like for instance, if you have a woman, let's say we're doing love work, and the sister, the female, she came to you to get him. You know, he's a husband. He's trying. You listen. She wants him to stay home. He's setting a new high population of Baton Rouge. She's not ready to give up on this relationship. Okay? So we have the whole ritual. We have everything ready, everything beautiful. Okay? So we have our fruit offerings to our ancestors and to the Orisha that are meant to help us. We have everything ready. Oh, they even have a little review page here too. So you can review the candles. How beautiful. And we're going to do let's pull up the female candle that's there. Now, the figure candles, of course, are going to burn a certain way. That's perfectly fine, absolutely. But there's an older way that you can utilize those figure candles, and it's putting them in a pull-out jar. Now we have pull-out candles. Those jars. Now I wonder if they have jars here. I know they do. Hold on. I'm going to see if they have jars here. Just the jar. They have everything. Seals, seasonal items. I'm going to go through the whole thing so that y'all know what you're getting at when you go to these botanicas. We're going to go through most things, quite a few of the things tonight. Now, that pull-out jar. That female candle, that figure candle, if it's male and female singular, will be able, like this white female, this white female figure candle here. Now let's zoom in on her. That will be able to fit inside a pull-out jar. Now, here's what you do. Now, we need to put him now mind you, her candles alone. She's the one petitioning the work. We need to put him in a pull-out jar and then go forward. Now, of course, we're going to bind him with a little molasses, have a little valerian root, put in a tad bit of sulfur, as well as a good petition under him. Now, you can have petition under that jar, or you can actually have a petition inside, under the candle itself. Sometimes some people do that as well. I don't, because it can be considered a fire hazard. I like to have the petition under the glass jar itself. Now, set your base, your anchor, your foot, and then once you have the herbs you need, everything you need, then go about. Put my spirit behind me. Then go about undulating herbs to oils. Now, we're going to use extra virgin olive oil. Every 4 parts extra virgin olive oil to every 3 parts intentional oil. Hey, lavender honey, to every 3 parts intentional oil. And that's what we're going to do. And stop pouring the oil, and you're going to have your herbs. Now, as you pitch your intentional candle in, your figure candle, then dance all the way around. Let's say we're going to use orris root. Pit in orris root, oil, intentional oil, and extra virgin olive oil. Then we're going to go and pit up, let's say, sassafras. Pit in about a tablespoon all the way around the intentional candle. Hey, honey. All right, sweetie. Very, very good. I look forward to hearing from you, Lavender. I hope you're having a great night, sweetheart. Very, very good. Then we have the herbs. Then you put your oil around. Now, let's say we're going to do crushed red roses. Beautiful red roses. Thank you very much. Then we put our intentional oil around. How beautiful. And then, what's the next one? Damiana. Because we need to get inside his headspace. Listen, can we crush Damiana along with Skullcap to really get inside his headspace? Because he's looking after everybody's behind and tail. He needs to be home with these beautiful children. So Skullcap and Damiana and Didney of Crete, do them separately. But Skullcap and Damiana, we crush them together. And I want them crushed with powdered sugar. A nice fine powder. Now take a teaspoon of that, dash it around this beautiful, this is going to be a pink figure candle, or it could be a red one too. I'd rather pink, because pink is true love. Red is just lust. He's already a lust bucket. He'll come back and just hunt you real good, and then he's off to the races again. So no, let's get pink. Put all that around, okay? Now we're nearing his shoulders now. So we may have, hold on. So let's go ahead and then eggshell powder. A little bit of eggshell powder, and then Didney of Crete, as well as white willow bark and deer's tongue for communication. That white willow bark and deer's tongue. Hold on. Let's put a little catnip in deer's tongue itself, because he can communicate and then tell all his business, so we can know when he lied. Put mugwort in there too, so he won't know the difference. He won't even know he lied. So, girl, we call him up the lie. We're getting him back though, but he needs to release all of what he did and not feel guilty in doing so. This is a loving space. Absolutely. So dash all that around. Now, as you each undulation of herb, you put in the oil. Wonderful. Now, at the very end, you put the oil to the tip of the crown, right here. You see the tip of the crown of here, right here. You see the, okay, let's zoom in. Right here, right there. We got our wick right here. We put it right here. And you have the figure candle, mind you, wonderful. It's quite intentional. Now, mind you, some folks will say, that's a lot of herb. And that's a fire hazard. No, honey, because as that figure candle burns down into that oil, it becomes almost like a spirit lamp, pretty much. So that oil is always going to burn The wax itself is always going to burn tiptoe, almost flicking at the oil. And if it burns to the oil, it's perfectly fine. The oil has been utilized. Olive oil has been utilized as a type of lamp for thousands of years in the Semitic lands of Christ. So it's always been utilized that way. Now, what we've just done, we've combined the figure magic. We've combined it together, as well as spirit lamp technologies, as well as spirit lamp technologies and figurehead and or dealing with the spiritual tupla of utilizing spiritual magnet of figure candles, creating working with that zeitgeist of the personification of conjure. Listen, whenever we think about men wanting to take care of a problem, it's personification magic. It's contagious mojo. That's how hoodoo works. But we've combined two ancient parts of magic, put them together. It always works, and it creates a really, really, really powerful spell. Always. Hey, Mama Fat. Hey, Mama. I'm at Fatimat. Hey, honey. Hey, 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 hey. How you doing, honey? Very, very good. Ooh, there, that's me. I'm right there. Pretty awesome. All right, very good. Child, listen, you could do a presentation. It's so nice. It's so really, really nice. And I just, as y'all can tell, I'm just easily amused. So, all right, there we go. So we talked about that earlier, but I just wanted to, you listen, just easily amused. Easily. All right, honey, here we go. But I talked about that earlier. That's a big thing. Now, we have the marriage candle. Now, one of the reasons why we're mentioning this, the scissors. We're going to get to it, honey. Now, the scissors themselves, let's talk about the scissors. Scissor candle magic, that's for cord cutting. Now, to break up relationships, friendships, or love affairs, it's quite nefarious. Now, you see how this wick is. This candle is made to be lit. This is a candle, y'all, you see this, it's a scissors. It's made to be burned from four edges. And what you do, you're going to place a candle right here, a figure candle, male or female. Now, mind you, if this is a couple, why is you doing that? I'm not going to judge. Go out and find you somebody else. Find somebody else. Like, listen, there are too many people that like to hunch. There are so many lonely people in the world. Go find me somebody. But if this is a couple, you put it right here, the couple right here. Now, if this is a male, if you're trying to break, hey, Otter, sweetie, if this is a male and you're trying to break him up of bad habits such as drug usage or sexual addiction, porn addiction, bad habits, you can use this, but this is the black one. There's a white one, red one, cobalt blue, orange, and green. There are only 3 colors here. But if I was selling these, I would do all 4 colors because they all have different functions. Hey, honey, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey, Theo. Yeah, I was looking at this website earlier when we were talking about it, and I figured it was for cord cutting, but now that I'm seeing it bigger, are those 2 wicks on the bottom as well? So bottom and top?
Oh, yes. But mind you, here we go. It's literally lit from 4 places. Guess who's going to be at the end of the cutting? You.
I see. So were you saying that you put the figure candle, like,
who's going to be
candle,
cut?
it gets burned like flat?
Yes, it gets burned flat. Absolutely. You light it flat down. Okay. Now, mind you, this is only going to be stayed for about a good hour and a half to 2 hours. Now, for everyone, I'm going to blow it up for everyone just for the presentation. Now, look at my cursor. You see the wick that's there. It's 4 places to literally light this bad boy up. 4 places. Mm-hmm. And who's going to be now, y'all, in cord cutting or in being responsible for someone's treat? Let's say if you're cutting someone away from darkness, well, you want to be there to hold space for them. And then now you're gonna have you right there, probably in a white candle, but gonna have 2 other white tapered candles next to you. One can represent guardian angels and one can represent ancestors. We need to, and right behind you, we need a purple candle representing, or purple or black candle to absorb any residual energy coming your way. Because this person is affected by
I see.
is affected by entities. So we need something to protect you. They need to be behind you. That's if you want to make yourself present in this type of magic. Some people don't. So what we'll do is right where the fingers go and the scissors, we'll have a 7-day candle of the person who wants that man's love, that woman's love. That's where that candle will be. Because remember, they hired us to get them, but they're trying to cut up this relationship. So they're
So
taking love from that couple.
so
Yeah,
okay, so the like taper candle or the figure candle, it goes up where the pointy part is, or it goes down where the fingers go.
down where the fingers go. And the figurine candle,
Okay.
the person that they want to separate, it could be a couple's candle or one person. But that goes between the pincers where the cutting part is.
I see. So it can be candles on both sides.
On both sides, definitely. Absolutely. Now, if you want to,
see.
now I've seen Nana she'll use a 7-day candle, a 7-day candle that's been fixed for a couple. Because see, she's trying to take him from her. So that candle will be the finger part. That's the representation because she's taking love from her. Yeah, she's taking love from her and bringing it to that candle. Now, mind you, that candle will get sooty, but mind you, I've also too at the part that cuts, I've seen a black candle representing one person or a couple. So you'll have two 7-day candles that are there right now for those that are online right here, and one 7-day candle here at the finger part, and they will literally compete. But where the scissors are, that's the cutting action. That's the symbolism of being cut. Absolutely.
Right. So who you're trying to cut away, that goes on the top.
Absolutely. That absolutely
I
goes
see.
on top. That goes on top. Now, the reason why you would pit in the couple who wants to be this is one person trying to break up this relationship. While you pit that there because that gives her that puts her in control of things. She's now in control of what's going on in between the cutting parts. She's controlling that. But remember, this candle is lit on 4 parts. So this is a symbol of that cutting action, the subtraction of one energy to the next, or the cutting of energy and receiving what's being cut. But y'all, sometimes that mojo, remember, we still deal with ancestors. I've seen that cut, I've seen that scissor, because it's 4 wicks, 2 at the cutting part, y'all, and 2 at the way you put your fingers. I've seen that wick not burn. And I've seen those 2 wicks at the cutting part go completely out.
I've had that happen before, not with I've never done like a relationship splitting up type thing, but I did a candle before where the wick went out, and then the wick, it was buried so deep I couldn't even dig it out. It was just done.
Yeah. Now mind you, let's say for instance, if this lady is doing it, which I feel is quite evil. If she's doing this, if those 2 wicks right here at the cutting part, if they go out, girl, find you your own man. Because that tells me spirit is saying no. Spirit is literally saying absolutely not.
I see what you're saying. I think I think for me, the only thing I would use this kind of candle for is if, it's a bad relationship, someone's getting beat on.
Yes.
There's abuse there, that kind of thing. And I feel like if it was that kind of thing, spirits would probably, especially ancestors, would probably be for that.
Absolutely, they would be absolutely for it. If somebody's being, now mind you, then we need a whole different setup, because then we're going to have one figure candle for male or female. And then we need to have 2 white tapered candles on the crevice side that are here. They can be beside the figure candle to witness. We need for ancestors and guardians to witness this. And we need to see how they burn too.
I see.
We need to see how they burn.
I see. Okay, so with with this kind of candle, do you still, because it is in an evocative shape, do you still need to put like an oil or an herb on this candle itself, or is it going to know?
Absolutely makes it more powerful. If we're using it for baneful reasons, to cut apart something, black pepper. Then we're going to use black pepper extract, black pepper, black cat. There's black cat marriage breakup oil, or marriage breakup oil, or love breakup oil. Red brick oil. That would be put on there with gloves, of course. That would go there, right on there. Mind you, even if the scissors, because mind you, this is still a 4-wick scissor. This is a 4-wick candle. It's the scissor lying flat. This is still a baneful candle, even when it does great work. The process is to destroy. It's still baneful.
I see.
Even when it does great work, the whole process is to destroy. It doesn't bring anything together. It cuts things. It destroys things. It subtracts things. That's its job. So you still can use, most of the time, it will be baneful powders and oils that go onto this particular candle, even when it's doing good work.
I see. So that's why all the pepper. That makes sense.
Absolutely, because it rushes off. It gets involved if you have any reticent spirits or arrogant spirits that are just there to hold space. Like, get the hell out of here. You're going to move on so I can get this work done.
I see what you mean. So I have another question. Okay, so because I would do this kind of work, like I said, if someone's being abused or harmed, do you think it would be harder to break up an abusive marriage because spirits recognize marriage?
Hell no.
Or is it?
Oh, no. I'm going to tell you the reason why.
Okay,
it's hard. It's sometimes more difficult to break up relationships that are not married. See, by the time you come along, there has been so much politicking to have you there. Honey, you are literally the valve. You're literally the one that's going to break it all apart. You know how much politicking it takes to get you to that moment? How the ancestors have to literally go about making sure that they get you there. So they're ready to work. So by the time you get there with your spirit work, honey, they're ready to let it all go. But young relationships, it's more difficult to get them apart because the resistance against that situation, it's not there because they haven't been together that long. So sometimes it takes much more work.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. That's interesting.
But always understand something, sweetie. When a marriage ain't working, everybody wants that shit to come apart. I mean, everybody. Nana, sometimes, I'm going to tell you this, though. Sometimes the ladies do not tell Nana when a man is beating up on them. And I've seen that very few times. Do you know the grandmamas would come into Nana's dreams, or the granddaddies? And then Nana asks a few questions. She's not going to start out with the hee ha ha. We're going to hand out the teas, the hot tea and the sandwiches. Going to smooth her over. We'll start the reading, and I've seen my Nana do it. Cold, just put them cards cold down on her lap. Is he hitting you? The conversation would have nothing to do with that, because she does that specifically. It would have nothing to do with that. She just come way out of left field. Is he hitting you? But that's how you got to do it, because she can't bring it over the fence. Well, Miss Ella, I don't no, that's not what I asked you. I expect for you to tell me the truth. Is he hitting you? She gets close to their face.
I see. Yeah, I see what you mean, because I've kind of been in that situation where I'm trying to get information out of somebody, and they definitely don't want to tell you that stuff, but you can kind of dice that out anyway. Yeah. It's in this, I don't want to say demeanor, but it's in their spirit. You can feel that.
She comes off from left field. Now that I'm old, I know why she do it, because the lady can't build up no defenses. It comes out of left field. So she has to build up that lie right then and there. And when you're in front of a soothsayer that's been doing this for over 60 years, you can't build no defenses. You're either going to do two things: cry or sink down so low in that chair. Girl, she'll sink so low in that chair, you think she's going to melt into it. Either which way is the truth.
I've seen both of those.
Either which way is the truth. Now,
True.
if
Okay.
he's hitting her, the love magic she wants is going to change. She has to understand that. That is not going to create a spell to bring them together, keep them together. No, it's to get you away from him
No.
and to love yourself, for her to love herself. That part.
I see what you mean.
Mm-hmm. Girls, sometimes I've seen it so much. The ladies ain't crying. I'm the one crying in the bathroom. Now I have to excuse myself because it's not professional. But some of the stories I've been hearing, girl, I have to excuse myself and just go cry in the bathroom. Some of the things that a lot of things that ladies go through, the women go through, I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't understand
It's
how y'all do
appalling
it.
stuff. It's pretty appalling stuff.
I don't know how y'all do it. Because I've been called out and girl, I'd be in jail right now. But the ladies, they'll take it. I'd be in jail right now. You, never mind. But the thing about it is,
you and me both.
Girl, it gets heavy. It gets in that sitting room with all that sun and all them potted plants and all that love that surrounds her. It can get heavy at times. Now, this doesn't happen often, but when it does happen, sometimes you can feel it too. The few times it's happened, me and Anna, we're making refreshments and we'll feel that this will be a type of reading. I'll get a chill up my spine, and then the lady walks in and things will just get sullen. We're all happy to see her. She's a paying client. But things are just not right. They're just not right. They're just not right. And then
I see what you mean. So they could come in for like whole different type of work, and then it'll come to the point where it's like, no,
out of left field.
You can't get this other stuff done. You got to get rid of that man first.
Nana had that dream. But see, you done hit on something. Nana probably knows that she can get her another man or get her somebody she deserves. Now, we can do love work for that. To have love surrounding you. That part right there. That's the type of work we're going to do. We're not going to do nothing for his crumb eating ass. We want him gone. Completely gone. Yeah, we want him gone. And if he don't go, well, coffin nails have names on them. Hit his ass in the ground. Hit him in the ground. Warn him first with the night terrors. Girl, he'll be sleeping right next to her. Won't be able to sleep. He'll have to sleep on the couch. And every time he look at her, he gonna fear her. That's the type of good mojo. My nana has done work like that. One man, I think I was 13. He walked up to our house. I'll never forget his car. It was a black on black Corvette. You've done something to my wife. I can't sleep in the bed with her. My daddy came smooth. I don't know how he knew it, but they're both psychics. He came there. Now, mind you, he had that 30-30 shotgun behind the front door in his right hand, and said, "You need to leave for my steps. We do what we do, and you mind your business, and we'll mind ours." And as he was getting in that car, she said, "And if you touch that girl, I'm gonna shoot you." He didn't. He left from what we heard from Lil Lisa. He left, put all his shit in that car, and left that night. We're Balloos. Everybody know I'm a Baloo. Everybody know when we on the job, we're not playing at all. We don't play. PLAYING is something we don't do at all. We don't play.
It really is that serious though, because it comes to a point where it's either exactly, and it's like you never want it to get to that point where he, I don't want to say kills her, but it gets to that point unless somebody has to stop it.
Don't you realize this is the times when ladies get hurt when they're trying to get away? This is the times where things get dangerous when they try to get away. That's when he's going to hurt her. And we not having it. And we ain't having it. Nana knows that.
Absolutely.
I know that.
Oh, I see they do have the other colors here.
See? Now
I saw the black ones. What would you use these red scissors?
Red scissors is literally going about Now, mind you, and to uncross your love life or to break any spell. Now, this is going to be for
Oh,
someone, for one person. In let's say
I see.
if she literally now let's zoom in. You see the two wicks that the four wicks that are here, wicks at the pointy part, the cutting
Hmm.
part, and wicks at this is for one person that feels that their love life is just crossed. They can't keep a man, or they have a hex on them because somebody,
Hmm.
the black one we just saw, yeah, a heifer like that and did some shit like that. So they come to us. Ooh, Miss Ella, I think somebody put something on me. I can't keep my husband. He won't listen. I've been to two divorces. I don't know what's wrong. You are south of the Mason Dixon line. People throw spells like they throw rice at weddings, honey. And you, the person is doing it, you at least expect it. They throw spells big
That's so
time.
true.
So with that one right here at the crux of the scissors would be her figure candle. Also, too, right behind that, right by that figure candle, you need to have a gender candle. Which this would be a coochie boochie candle, a vagina candle. They're going to be side by side or behind her. We need to uncross her coochie boochie, and we need to uncross her. Because remember, the most important
Right.
part of a woman is her, if, and that's the same thing with a man. You lead in this world with your vagina. Your vagina makes you who you are. For a woman, your vagina literally is a beautiful portal space. It brings life into this world, potentially. You lead into this world. Your genitals are literally, they have their own power, their own emotion, their own understanding. We need to fix her and her. They both need to
I
be
see. So
uncrossed.
two candles.
Yeah, they both need to be uncrossed. Now, behind them,
I
we're going to have a one tapered blue candle, and then one tapered blue directly behind both of them, and then two white tapered ones on the side. One representing the ancestors, one representing the guardians. Now, whenever you have this type of ceremony, now we haven't talked about the roses and the fruits and the oranges and apples. We need to cut open the fruits. So, for instance, if we're going to do this, succulent fruits like passion fruits and mangoes. I love to do fruits and incenses, and I have my conjure over there, my conjurer, to call the spirits, to call Oshun. Like if you have Oshun, you need to have a yellow candle somewhere up there for her. And then when you feel she's there, you ring that brass bell. Then you lick that honey. You take that honey in right in front of her. Say, Oshun, I need your marathon, Oshun, I need your help, and I need your love and care. A nice setting for her, or calling on your ancestors. But the roses, rose petals, the fruit, the strawberries, we need succulent fruit that shows love and care. That's an offering. That's an offering.
see.
That's an offering for the spirits. And then incense. Incense calls all beautiful ancestors to this work. We can't do this work on our own. We need the ancestors. We need the spirits to come to this work. And that fruit is an offering to them. Now, mind you, after each ceremony,
I see.
you leave it there for a day, and then you take it to a crossroad, or you leave it out back so the animals can get it. Uh, preferably
Hmm.
far from your yard because we don't like the raccoon. They steal everything. They're just little thieves. So just put it out front where they can get a hold of it. But feed them because they're gonna love it. But give it to nature. But you need
I
that
see.
that has to
Okay.
be, it got to be beautiful. It got to be pretty.
I see. And you said that these red ones, they can take off. They're for curse breaking and hex
Curse,
breaking.
curse breaking, hex breaking, and uncrossing. Now, if it was me, because
Okay.
mind you, they probably made this with the silicone mold. The bottom part would
Hmm.
be black, and the cutting part will be red. That's
I
true.
see.
That's true cord cutting. I would make these dual color.
I see. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm writing down the notes here. I'm really intrigued about how to dress this for like curse or hex removal.
The same way, hot pepper. Use essential oil of red pepper. Use essential oil of black pepper. Now, mind you, to uncross love, because you can't. This is painful work. It's painful, but it's beneficial. Those scissors are always there to destroy something. So we're going to make sure these scissors become a spirit that literally is a forcible spirit. I would even go as far as to sprinkle a little bit of sulfur dust on it, because they're not there to play a joke. If somebody has something on them, that's a very negative spirit. Put a little bit of sulfur dust on it, a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of course, black pepper essential oil. Then also too patchouli. Patchouli is beautiful and bane for work, because it leads up to the spirits that are good, but they know what this work is all about. They're still good spirits though, but they can potentially be baneful, and they know what this work is all about. It's still baneful, but it benefits you.
Right. Okay, so do you do those pepper oils as well as the pepper itself?
Not on the figurine candle. Now that figurine candle is going to have the love oils. Love come to me. In fact, all of them are, except for the ancestor candle. Now the ancestor candle is going to have frankincense, eggshell, astragalus root, all holy throw powders. And so is the guardian candle. The blue candle in the back is just going to have blue dust, astragalus, and frankincense. Now the candle with the vagina and the female together, they're going to have love come unto me, love be good to me, love me. All those beautiful oils, and then the oil, then the throw powders, because I like to put the oils, and then on my wax paper, roll them around in those fine throw powders to get them nice and coated. Now that's going to be astragalus, angelica. No, please don't use angelica, because girl, that you'll be in the friend department, never get a boyfriend. Astragalus for safety. But with that astragalus, can we just mix a little cinnamon in with it too, to make it kind of give it a little edge, because she's a good girl, but listen, she's looking for a good time, so give it a little edge. Now she's looking for a real good time.
Okay.
Then a little
astragalus and cinnamon,
and then cinnamon, and then we'll have Damiana, the orris root, of course. I would also have white Queen's Anne's lace. Now, Queen's Anne's lace is always used for gay folks, for our gay brothers and sisters, for our special type of love. But I find Queen's Anne's lace works for everybody. Everybody's having a hard time receiving love. Queen's Anne's lace is the herb that everybody outside of orris root. Queen's Anne's lace is for love that needs special protection, that needs patience. It needs patience. I find Queen's Anne's lace on everybody's work is quite lovely. And I use it for everybody, not just for gay people, the LGBTQ plus brothers and sisters, the crowd of our gathering. I use it for everybody, because our love needs protection. It needs patience. It needs that extra something to curate it, to protect it. Why can't we use it for everybody? So I'm always using I'm always going to bind Queen's Anne's lace and the orris root together. Now we need one attraction powder. More than likely, I'm probably going to end up using calamus. Calamus root is the strongest attractant I can think of, and it smells good too.
Okay, so calamus for attraction.
Yeah, it smells real good too.
I gotta get some. That's one of the ones I don't have yet.
Calamus root oil, essential oil, smells so good. It smells I love how it smells. I put it in my musk oil. I had to stop. That's the day where I was going to get my coffee at Burger King, and then
You're getting followed, right?
Girl, breathing hot on my neck at 8:30 in the morning, trying to get a number. You need to leave me alone. You're not my husband. You're fine though, but you're not my husband. Back up off me.
I thought you were gonna say that guy in the bush that time.
Oh no. He was that was over 22, 23 years ago. I'm still looking for my cannolis. Girl, I dropped a whole half a dozen. I was so heartbroken, and went right back to Balducci the next day and got him. Bastard. I'm still mad about it. Oh, I'm still mad. Y'all, for everybody on StreamYard who's new to here and just looking at this, God only knows when y'all gonna see this video. When I was very young, I was stalked by this Dominican man. He was so fine, and he had two different Escalades, one pearl on pearl and one black one. He didn't know I knew about the black one. I think he sold dope or something. He probably sold drugs or something. This was in Washington Heights. I walked for 173rd and Fort Washington. And, and he literally stalked me. So I would ride the bus home and I would go to Balducci's in Chelsea and NYC to get my chocolate covered cannolis. So I'm having my goodies because I get like 6 small ones to tide me over till I got home. It's a 2 hour bus ride all the way to get uptown. Mind you, we're in the Heights now. It's 9:30 at nighttime. I'm on 173rd walking home. I get to the bushes. I look on Google Maps. Them bushes are still there. After 23 years, they still that girl. He jumped out the bushes. What's going on? Girl, I dropped my cannolis, my beautiful chocolate covered cannolis, and ran like a white girl upstairs. I ran so fast. I ran so fast. And then I had nerve up, girl, ran up three flights of steps in record time, opened my door, screamed out my window, "You gonna buy me more cannolis, you bastard, I hate you." Listen, he just laughed and drove off. I never saw him ever again. But I've got my cannolis the next day.
I would have done the same thing.
Girl, my cannolis was still there on the sidewalk. I had to walk past them. No. When I got up the morning, they were gone. They were gone, and the plastic bin was gone too. Maybe somebody ate them. They were just on
Maybe
the
a
side.
raccoon.
A raccoon probably, a dog probably ate them. There was some good eating though, but they were gone. They were gone when I got up. But I got more the next day. But that's my story. So I've been stalked too as well. What was I wearing? When I was back then, I would wear Jovan Musk, as well as Dracar. I mixed together. I would. It was not. No, it wasn't. It wasn't that root oil that I just mentioned. It wasn't that one. It wasn't catnip either.
Was it one of the black cat oils?
I think it was because I was experimenting with black cat oils back then. Because I had my grandmama's Hoodoo Bible, and I stole it, and so she would have all the black. I think it was. It was because I would put it down there in my nether region, and it would smell so good. It absolutely was. That's a little too much information. I'm sorry, y'all, but it was because black cat oil. When you put it down below your belly button, your body heat heats it up. So when you take off your panties or your drawers, you just get this whiff of sex. It smells. It's so good. It absolutely was because those are the only oils that do that. It absolutely was. It's so funny you figured, but you're psychic too, baby. You knew that already. Okay, yeah, it was the one the black cat. I think it was the one that's on Patreon. That was a rich pussy oil.
I have that one written down.
Yeah, it was that one.
Yeah.
Because I was working for Perry Ellis. I was working. Literally, they had just hired me for Perry Ellis, New York, in Perry Ellis, New York. Mr. Ellis. I actually got to meet him before he passed away. He got really ill, and then he wouldn't come into the office. We all knew something was wrong, but he would never tell us. And then all of a sudden, he just got ill and he passed away. And we were all heartbroken. Talk about a sweet man. To be so famous, he was so sweet and so down to earth. And he was so good looking, just a sweetheart, just a good looking boy. But he's passed away so young. I'm older than he is. About, my sweet Lord, 15 years than he was when he passed away. I outlived him. That bothers me sometimes. Definitely does.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. It's like a little bit of survivor's guilt, a little bit. Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah, definitely. But no, that's my story, y'all. Hey, Alima, Mama Matifat, my sister Monica, and Sister Ada. They're with me, staying up in these late hours. But I'm gonna get through this beautiful presentation because for everybody on StreamYard and for everybody else. Hey, Billionaire Books, the Billionaire just came in. Billionaire Book Babe just came in on Clubhouse. Now, everybody on StreamYard and on YouTube. If you want to be part of the game, because I'm not going to be here all the time, my spirit family is on Clubhouse. That's where we all hang out at in Timeless Hoodoo. But I'm going to promise to be on here to give more presentations because a lot of folks need to understand what Candle Conjure is, Hoodoo is. I want to take the ugliness out of it. It's part of a gift. It is what our ancestors have given to us to deal with this crazy ass world. And it's an understanding. It can help anybody. It's love and care. It's given with love and care. It's for anybody to really truly tap into. Now, mind you, there are a lot of folks that feel that hoodoo is a closed set of spirituality, a spiritual practice. I agree with them. But the magic itself, the understanding of the magic itself, the effects of it, the work can be there to benefit everybody. It's there to help and love on people you care for, no matter who they are. Now, the base of it and the foundation of it, that's a whole argument with whether hoodoo is a closed off space. And a lot of it actually is. And I absolutely agree with it. A lot of it is because it's ancestor driven. And our ancestors are very protective when it comes to the spirit and the spiritual practices. So if you're not a Black person or person of color, then more than likely, or a derivative of person of color, then it's not going to be. But understand something. When you go to Baton Rouge and you go to Shreveport, Louisiana, you're going to see Cajuns doing the same damn thing. How do you explain that? How do you explain that? Miss Broussard and my grandmother have known each other for over 63 years. Miss Broussard is Cajun. Listen, y'all, they white folks that eat everything, they talk funny, and they speak that good French. But you can't call them white because they look at you wrong. I'm Cajun. They don't consider themselves white. They're Cajun. Just listen. Don't do that because let's just call them Cajun because they're going to argue with you down, and you can never win an argument with a Cajun because then they speak that stuff, that French shit, and then now you're lost. Now you're just lost, and just hush and have your coffee and just watch them talk because they'll go away eventually. But listen, but they have that type of conjure as well. So, and we work the Broussards have been in my family for over 173 years. We've worked together. We've done spirit work together. We've been at Bambouches. Now, this is great, 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 great grandmother type of stuff. So, it's a spiritual path for us Black folks. But we absolutely do have instances where whole populations are family friends or they're mixed into our families and they don't look like us, but they're still part of our blood and they're included as well because those bloodlines grow thick and deep. So always, honey, I'm from Louisiana, honey. Things get complicated because you know how boys and girls like to do. Girl, they start hunching on each other and making all types of beige babies. That's what they do. Girl, that's what they did. Girl, things get complicated. So just let love be
like you
love.
said before, it can be the people that you would not suspect at all.
Absolutely, definitely. And that's a pleasant surprise when it comes to hoodoo and conjure in Louisiana. Because you see a lot, especially the bayou places, the places that are very rural and that people like to stay to themselves. You hear some of the most powerful conjure coming from people and coming from faces that you did not expect to see. Now, this doesn't surprise Nana or my grandfather, not because half of them, they didn't work with them or broke bread with them. But I have to admit, me being a northerner, a northern transplant, I'm still always be a southerner, but me being a northern transplant, it surprised me. But it shouldn't, because I'm a southerner. And so when it surprised me, I have to admit there was a part of me that felt some kind of way. Like very much like you know better. You know better. You've been up too north. You've been up north too damn long. Pretty much. Very much, honey. All right. Now the skull candle. Listen, did I explain this is a candle world to you? Was that good?
You did, and now I understand it perfectly. Did we go through all the shaped candles
No,
today?
we got tons of them. Absolutely not. We got the skull candle. Now I'll pull up the skull. The skull candle is here.
Okay.
That's to rid any problems that your enemy has caused you to reverse back to that person who's caused harm. Now, everybody, I am dealing. Why is this not pulling up? I am dealing with the sacred skulls right now as we speak. It is beautiful work. Mind you, the sacred skulls is a major part of hoodoo because they represent ancestors. Now, I want to see how they made the skull. Now, if you look at the presentation, the wig is going to be on top of the skull that's there. It's a nice skull candle here. Very nice skull
Looks
candle.
like the crossbones there.
It's see you see that right there. A skull candle has to have crossbones. Thank you. And it cannot be a slack jaw skull. What I mean by slack jaw skull, The bottom of the skull has to be with the top and the crossbones. If it ain't got that in the candle, it's not going to work. Leave it alone. So these people knew what the hell
So
they
it
were.
has to have fun.
It has to, because remember, we're tapping into the spiritual zeitgeist. We're tapping into a spiritual egregore. We're tapping into a representation in a tupla that's been around for hundreds, maybe thousands of years. It has to be the representation of that type of magic, because it's going to a certain space. It's a representation, contagious magic, personification of conjure. It has to be a certain way in order for it to work.
It's like an effigy.
Absolutely. And it works. It's been working for centuries. Why the hell would we change it? Mm-hmm.
That's true. Okay, so this kind of candle it's like a, what do they call it? Not send it, or return to sender. Yeah.
Return to sender. Return to sender, definitely. But also, too, keep in mind, now, this black right here, black is always going to be used for protection. Now, this is not made for magic. I would go about surrounding this with frankincense oil. Also, too, with a little bit of myrrh as well. Frankincense and myrrh would be wonderful. High vibrational oils. Then with astragalus, all exorcism roots. L-campaign, astragalus, angelica, powdered beautifully. And then roll those L-campaign, astragalus, angelica, spikenard, and sage.
Ooh, okay, spikenard, sage. Okay.
Powder them up very, very fine, because now listen, the reason why I do the very fine, y'all, I do not want, figure candles can become a fire hazard. And I don't know why conjurers do this. They have their way, because that's the way they nanas probably taught them. Our nanas taught us, I don't want this candle to be burned up a heap, that's a waste of money. Now, mind you, purposefully, when you roll this candle, you base them in the oils. You roll them on wax paper inside the herbs themselves. To burn that high, it's a big influx of energy. It works beautifully. To us, we want it to have a slow burn. Now, sometimes it'll catch a hold to that powdered root and it burns fast. It's going to do what it needs to do. But just to have it clumped up with with dried herbs on it, that cannot burn it. That kind of burns too damn fast. It burns too fast. We want it, we want it to do what it's going to do. So we like to powder those herbs. You use your mortar and pestle, or go ahead and use a nice coffee grinder that you have for this reason. Let's get a nice powder going. Base this beautiful candle in astragalus and frankincense and myrrh, high vibrational oils. Maybe a little also camphor. A little camphor too would be good too as well. Camphor would be excellent.
Okay,
camphor would be excellent.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this kind of candle, it's to protect you.
It's to protect you, but also too, it's to protect your mind. Remember, the skull is to protect your head space. So in that powder, we're going to have a little bit of skull cap too as well. I actually forgot that. But always remember, absolutely remember, when the skull magic itself, people forget that works with your mind space. That's one of the reasons why skull magic, having that skull candle, working a good skull candle, just a good skull candle to get in somebody's head is amazing magic. You open that skull up, you put the roots in with that liquid quicksilver, a little bit of liquor. You put the herb, you put the wax back in, you seal it back up like it wasn't nothing there. You burn that candle along with a little fruit, a little flowers, the offerings to spirit, along also too with another binding candle that's there, and another witness candle that's there, and a black candle that's there to witness it and take back any residual energy or reciprocity, because you're taking something from them and replacing it with something else. That's good business right there. And the main candle is just a damn skull. Now that skull is going to be the skull, no crossbones, just the skull itself. Now this has the crossbones. This isn't an actuality of reversing back. It's the spirit of that person. It's not just a skull. When you see the crossbones, it's the whole person. But when you see the skull candles, that's just the headspace. It's just the headspace.
Okay, I'll write that down because that's an important difference.
It is a big difference, because when you see the crossbones, that's the whole person as a whole. It takes care of the whole body.
Right.
So to take this candle, expecting to change somebody's headspace, it may work, but it's not going to last. And it's not big enough.
Right.
To change somebody's headspace, we need a wax candle that is just a skull.
Okay, I'll write that down. Just a skull.
That changes somebody's headspace. That's good for people that are depressives, for folks that they have really depressed minds. They don't know where they're coming or going, getting rid of bad habits. Also, too, I like to get a nice green skull to take care of someone who has a lack sensibility. You want to move them into a world of wealth and abundance, and they keep in that headspace. They keep that lack of mind space. This is a great way to change that skull, to change that headspace.
I see. So, yes, what do people call that? They call it like.
They
Not like a lacking mindset.
It's a poverty mind space. Baby, you got rich folks out here in Hollywood that have that mind space because before they hit it big, they never had nothing. That trauma is still attached to them. Now, me, I'm like you are rich now. Why are you still feeling pinch and pennies when you got hold? Now, listen, fiscally responsible is another thing. But if you got $45 million in the bank, why is you reusing a damn Starbucks cup you got five days ago and reusing and going up to the Starbucks barista, can you use my cup? She's not using your reusable cup, Albert. Yo, Albert's a client. He's such a sweetie. He's actually, I like Albert a lot, but he's cheap. Well, he's not cheap. I know what it comes. I'm working with him.
It's like more than cheap because it's like there's trauma.
It's trauma, and I just want to kiss away from him. I just want to grab baby boy and I want to hug him, just hug it away. And I just want to take him sometime and shake him. I'm like, baby, you're going to be fine. You're going to be perfectly fine.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good now.
How would you dress a candle like that, like to remove a poverty mindset?
Oh, that's beautiful. All right. Skull cap, of course. Now we have skull cap. Now we also want to go about tending to the way the mind thinks. Now, now we're gonna do we just talked about it. Oh, not mandrake root. Mugwort. Mugwort root is good for tipping away from bad habits. But with that mugwort, now y'all, what I like to do, I'm like my grandfather. If I want to change the alchemy of a root, I'm gonna pit that root by mortar and pestle. We're gonna do a lot of crushing together. It's something you take two roots, you crush them into powder together. You're gonna create a third. You're working with that intention. You're working that mortar and pestle. You're literally creating a third. You're literally creating something brand new. So I'm gonna take that mugwort with the skull cap, crush them together. But I'm going to need to have that beautiful brown sugar. I need for him to have that sweet mind space. But here was another one. Absolutely. But see, now we need wisteria. Wisteria and dentycrete. Dentycrete gets into his subconscious. But that wisteria is like a child. Y'all, on StreamYard, wisteria is just like the imagination of a baby. He or she will start to see the world like a child. Wow, that's so pretty.
Interesting.
And that's what you want. Wisteria is so beautiful for that. Now another thing. Go ahead, baby.
Okay, no, I have everything written so far.
Mm-hmm. Now, wisteria, we go crush them together, make that into a fine powder. Now, one of the last things that we're going to do dealing with the headspace itself is we're going to use a root called hawthorn. Hawthorn is good for making tough decisions.
Root, not the wood?
The root itself, yeah, the root definitely itself. Also, put a little orris root up in there since you're going to have wisteria because we want them to have self-love too as well. We want them both to have self-love.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
And then also put in flaxen seed as well. Flaxen seed will make sure that it stays there. And flax seed. And then go about adding a pinch or a healthy dash, about half the size of a dime of Solomon seal root.
Okay.
Granulated, powdered Solomon seal root.
seal.
And that'll help him get
Okay.
it. That'll, because when you have that flax-seeded wisteria, that's a beautiful child seed of mine. But I've seen people change over because it's a sense of innocence. Then they get bogged down with work. Then they right the hell back where they were. I used to use sage to combat that, which works well, but they have bouts of it. Now I use Solomon seal, and I don't hear a peep out of them, and I can move on to other things. So Solomon seal is a lot better.
Okay,
Solomon seal
is
is a
there
whole
an
lot better.
oil for this?
No. I use Solomon seal granulated. You can get on Amazon where I get mine from. I'll send you the link. You need the link.
Yeah, I do, because I don't
I
have
have it.
Solomon seal yet. So
So I have it.
there's no oil that gets put on this. It's just like the crushed herbs.
Oh no, we just talking about herbs. Now listen, now, but there's a whole procedure. You're gonna have to get you
Okay.
dig a hole right at the top, right under the skull itself. Dig a hole. That hole again. That
From the
hole is
bottom or from the top?
at the very bottom, because it got to be near the
Okay.
root.
Dig a hole
Solomon
on the
seal.
bottom.
Right on the bottom.
I see.
And then,
Okay.
when you, oh, there we go, right there, honey. Girl, they went right to it too. Girl, I used to order so much of this root, they should know my name. It was, y'all, this root was $9.25. I ordered so much of it, they raised it to $12.98. They high priced it on me. And I love it too because it's granulated. Um, look, how can I save it here on the video here? I'll put the link up. I'll put the link up for everybody. Hold on, because here we go. There we go, right there. That's the one I have. That's the good one. And it works beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful
I'll
Solomon
get
seal.
that.
Now, you drill that hole, turn the candle over, make sure you put it on a nice soft towel, because I don't want to divot and make the because it is wet. So I want to make the skull flat. Now, drill a hole into it. Go ahead and put all your herbs. Now, remember,
Okay.
you're changing his head space. Now, if the best way to change a man's head space, I'm gonna need Quicksilver. I need Quicksilver powder. You can get Quicksilver powder on Etsy. Now, usually we would use liquid Quicksilver or mercury. Mercury is toxic. We can never get a hold of it. That's what the old timers used to use as mercury. You can use Quicksilver powder. Hold on. Quicksilver powder. Hold on. Let me see if they still have it. Shoots and daisies. Hold on.
There might be some on Etsy, maybe.
They used to use mercury, but mercury is so damn. People have got so finicky about utilizing things. Mercury is quite poisonous. But if you use it for conjure, we're not gonna drink it. Okay, here we go. Quicksilver powder.
True.
Quicksilver powder. Oh, they have it. I know they got it too. Because if you can't, there it is right there, the silver powder. That's a success powder. That's there. Yeah, there it is right there, silver powder. I got it, honey. It's right there. It's Quicksilver powder right here. Micro silver powder. Fine silver alloy. Okay. Dang, you can choose it from anywhere. They just have it everywhere. And that's slime powder. Oh no, hell no. Here we go. They have it everywhere. It's lovely. So much to choose from. Bunch of Quicksilver. Hold on. Dang it. Well, silver powder for. What the hell is this for? Silver powder for. Oh, for candle ritual. Okay, this is good. This is good then. Perfect. But what the hell do they have in it? Silver powder. Do they have any? Sometimes you have to make sure that they don't have any extra ingredients in it or anything like that, because they may put.
Absolutely.
It is 2 grams
All
for
the
3.
times I've tried to get. Yeah, all the times I've tried to get sulfur and it's giving me sulfur fertilizer instead of real pure sulfur.
Absolutely, we ain't got time for that bull crap. This is Quicksilver right. Okay, this is Quicksilver right here. It's just in powder form, y'all. When we can't get it in liquid form, for everybody on StreamYard, if you can get your hands on liquid mercury, that would be best. If you can't, get your hand on Quicksilver powder. Here we go. This is off of Etsy. That's just as good. Yes, silver powder.
Okay.
Yes, silver powder for candle. Now, what does a silver powder do? What Quicksilver does is
Does
Mhm.
it give like speed to it?
What it does, it reflects the mind itself. Think of the mind itself as a labyrinth of thoughts and understandings, and we don't want anyone
Mm-hmm.
second guessing what we want to put inside their head. A lot of times when you're dealing with coercion, psychological spiritual coercion and or subconscious spiritual coercion, this is still coercion. Even though it's going to benefit him or her, it's still coercion. The mind itself is a maze of should I do it, or should I do it, or why am I doing it? We don't want that conversation to be had. That Quicksilver becomes a mirror of your intention is a thing, their intention is not a thing, your intention is a thing. It's reflecting away negativity into itself until it's just not there anymore.
I see. Okay, so it's like a mirror.
It becomes a mirror inside their head, to whereas all the things that are dark, especially if there are spirits and hates, and a lot of times our thoughts are either projected thoughts onto us, either parents, brothers, sisters, sometimes other entities that are inside your headspace, psychic headspace,
Mm-hmm.
saying horrible things. So a lot of times that
Mm-hmm.
Quicksilver acts as a mirror to reflect that negativity back where it needs to go, because it is negativity. It's keeping people from living their best lives.
I see what you mean. And
Mhm.
okay, so when this candle burns,
Mhm.
that mercury, it's not going to like go into the air and be toxic. It's probably just going to melt into the wax,
No,
right?
it usually melts right into the wax, and we usually back in the old day it would just melt right into the wax because mercury's a metal. It
Oh,
doesn't. It's not. It doesn't
right.
inflame up with the air at all. It would stay quite liquid
Okay.
form. We would just take the remnants, put it in a brown paper bag, put a little bit change at the crossroad until El Aguada do what he need to do with it, or Papa Midnight to do what he need to do with it.
Okay, I see what you mean. So
Mhm.
that's for like the leftover wax.
For the now when you're using silver powder, what we like to do, especially when it comes to head cases or coercion, leave a little change at the crossroad, at a dusty crossroad or dirt crossroad or crossroad that's not crossed too often, and leave change and tell Papa Legba or Papa Midnight or El Egua, please help this person with love and care, center their mind, see to it that this intention sees to it that it gets where it needs to go for this person, and bless them. And leave your change, pour a little bit of liquor if you choose to, and then go about and walk away, and let Papa Legba take care of the rest of everything.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you so much.
Definitely. Now, mind you, that's what the skull candle. But there is a difference, though. Always remember, skull candles that have the crossbones. That's for the whole body. When it's just a skull
Mm-hmm.
candle, that's literally working with someone's headspace, literally.
Okay, the way that I'm going to remember that, besides having written it down, is like the bones on the bottom, that's just the bones of the
Of
body.
the body itself, yeah, pretty much, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, so they got this black candle here. They don't have another one though. Now they have a white male figure candle here. Hold on, I'm gonna look
I
at
thought they had a white skull.
this. They do. I thought I saw one too. Hold on.
Okay, hold on. I gotta grab my other charger because I'm on 3%. I'll be right back.
All right, honey. Definitely. I think they do have a white charger too. No, charger girl. They have a white skull candle too. They have no, hold on. They have green, red, black, and white. That green candle, skull candle, makes someone who owes you money pay you back. Absolutely. But also too, if you're going to use it for that way, under that candle you just write their name and birthday and make them pay you back. Absolutely. But also too, this green candle, because it has the crossbones, can be utilized to bring money to you. Well, that's what it's doing. Now, if it's bringing money to you, then you write your name and birthday under that. That's just in general practice. If the money's coming to you, then you write your name and birthday or have a petition under this freestanding candle. Now, the red one is, they're actually quite made, they're made really well to bring someone to you or make someone go away. How can I make someone go away though? I would use a black one for that. But
Okay, I'm back. I heard you say you can use, I think you said the green candle to get someone to pay you that owes you money. You put the name under. Do you dress that with herbs, or you just use their name?
Oh, you always dress it with herbs. Always. All figure candles, we always going to treat like regular candles or tapered candles. They got to be fixed. Now, mind you, if you're selling this candle, if you're selling these candles, please use saran wrap. I know I'm having to say this. After you fix, no, Audrey, you know better. After you fix that candle, and it has all the oils and things on it, just wrap it in plastic wrap and send that candle on its way to its client. You'd be amazed, and not a paper bag and not anything else. Saran wrap. Because if not, that dust and everything's just going to fall to the bottom of the bag. Make sure you wrap it in saran wrap. And that's how you keep it nice and fixed. And mind you, I don't care if it's still if you plop it inside of that jar, of the pull-out jar. Wrap the candle up, then put it in its jar. When they get ready to use it, they can take the plastic off and do it that way, pretty much. Now, the reason why we do it that way, because by the time in shipment, all that powder, if you just wrap the jar itself with the powder and the oil, it falls off of the candle. What the hell is that going to do? It's all gone. You want to seal all that goodness into the candle itself. Now, for to have somebody pay you money, now you're going to write, for them to pay you money, you're going to write their name and their birthday. Remember, this is baneful magic. Kind of baneful, it's beneficial for you. Now, you're going to have your figure candle. Now, if you want to incorporate yourself, you can. You don't necessarily have to. You can also use a green candle for that too, as well. Or you could use just a clean skull candle to get inside their headspace, especially if they owe you a lot of money. So a green candle basically for a person to owe you money. I wouldn't get a figure candle for yourself. I would go ahead on and just have a white candle representing your ancestors in the back of it. A black candle on long side of it. Black on left side, white on right side. Black is to take away any negativity, keeping this from happening. And white is for your ancestors to witness it. And then in front of it, I would have just a regular 7-day candle with the intention and petition under it, stating when you want your money. So we already don't have a candle spell going. This is more so contagious magic. Because everybody has a skull on the side of their skin. So this is more of a clear connection to them. Mind you, the skull candles themselves, it's a 5-inch candle. It's not going to last no more than, a day and a half. A day and a half. And mind you, you're probably going to burn it every 2 hours, about 2 or 3 hours, and then snuff it. Also to everybody, please do not blow out the candles in any spirit work. Spirit finds this very disrespectful. You, as Daddy would say,
that's true.
You will blow away all of your work. Your breath that comes from your lungs is very holy. All the progress, you'll blow it away. Stop blowing out your spirit candles. Spirit don't like that. You'd be surprised, folks, that still do that, though. Don't do that. There's a whole when you work with spirit, you do things differently, though, definitely. There we go. All right, now hold on. Now we to go with candles. The Patreon that's coming out now is just dealing with candles, but I'm interested in finding what the hell else they got here. Cocktail fixed candles. What the hell is that about? I've never heard of this before. They probably called it something else. What is a cocktail fixed candle?
I never heard of it.
30 cents. Burn this candle for love, success. I never heard it called that before.
Me neither. 33 essences.
33 essences. We used to call these kitchen sink candles because you throw everything into them. Oh, you put everything into them. Okay, I know what this is now. We call these kitchen sink candles, honey. These candles also usually have scents on them too. They usually have a scent on them. Yeah, honey, these are called kitchen and sink candles.
Scented ones.
Yeah, they're called kitchen and sink candles. Okay. This is so, I like the cocktail, cafe cocktail candle. I love that. That's really cool. Now this is, okay, we're gonna go. Now let's increase it. Let's go up. The very top of it are small shards of the same wax. This wax has been usually either submerged in or has or made with conjure oil. Now, of course, these candles are made with paraffin wax. The small shards, each small shard has probably been prayed over or has been treated with conjure oil specific for this candle. It's a type of fixing. Mind you, it's going to be on top. It's the first thing that the sacred flame touches, which is going to be really, really powerful conjure going forward. Hey, Shamika, honey. Oh, thank you, Mama.
Okay, so these cocktail ones, they're dressed candles.
They're dressed candles, but it's big, huge. Here we go. It's big, huge chunks of the same wax. Now we call them kitchen and sinks. Now for us, now mind you, they have squares, and it looks like it's the same type of wax. Now for us, what we would do, everybody, we'll take little small balls of wax, like let's say for this candle here. And mind you, this is for uh, to get rid of negative energy, envy, bad vibes that may surround you. Little bitty balls on top, maybe 4 or 5 of them, and we'll put in a little bit of charcoal, a little bit of astragalus, maybe a little bit of especially of envy. What does envy call for? Alum. A little bit of alum, around about half the size of a dime, or even tinier than that. A tiny little thimbleful. We put in the middle of the wax, make it into a little ball. Put that on top of the candle. That becomes like a spiritual grenade. The flame touches it. It's the first, mind you, a lot of the essences and everything. Mind you, a lot of the essences are inside the candle. Actually, when you dress the candle, it's deep inside the candle, probably 1 inch down. Especially if you dug out the wax, you've placed the same elements inside the candle itself. That's perfectly fine. But these elements are around the wick itself. And mind you, there can be up to these little bitty balls that have the dried elements of the candles, usually metals too as well, so that essence dances as that flame burns the wax. These elements can then be burning with that wax, burning as close to the flame as they possibly can, but they're indented with wax, so they do not burn. They burn with the wax, but they don't burn. Now, please do not create any of those little balls, those little kitchen and sink little balls, with anything that is not powdered. So make sure that you use powder that's really cosmetically fine, and then you just create little balls. Think of it as just a really big jolt to your work. They call them cocktails, and they're only utilizing the same wax. It looks like the same wax, but they just have chunks of it. Also, to everybody, when you do that, it keeps the candle from burning so fast. And it also instigates a quicker, cleaner burn, too. They have
I see. That's interesting.
Yeah, we used to call it kitchen sink candles, too. I love it how they cut the cocktail candles. Now, with this cocktail candle, you can see up here, they have the yellow here, probably have a little yellow wax that's here. This is Arbor Camino Road Opener, a little bit of white wax here. Now, this probably has scented. It's probably, the yellow is probably pineapple. The white is probably coconut. So now mind you, our kitchen sink candles do not have scents. You don't do scented candles for spirit work. Some people do, and they're quite comfortable with it. And I'm not mad at it. We just don't do it. We just don't do it.
I like it.
Because so most cocktail candles, they probably, I got a psychic feeling they probably have a scent to them, which is lovely. Now, also to another thing as well, cocktail candles work with Eurisha. They work with spirit. The scent is there to ingratiate that spiritual candle to Eurisha. Eurisha, Luau, they love beautiful scents. They love sweet scents all around them. They're very sensitive. Now, you're sensitive to scents, and I don't like them. But when you're doing your own work, ancestors don't like scented candles. They never have. They never liked them. At least mine don't. And when I tried to give a scented candle, they looked at me funny.
I I don't think mine do either, because sometimes when I'm in a pinch and I'm going to the grocery store and I'm trying to get candles, a lot of the Virgin Mary ones and even the Jesus ones, they put this really fake like rose in it, and I can't stand it.
I don't think my ancestors don't like it, and I know that some, like for instance, even the Burberry one for money and for abundance, lighting it for freelance work so long ago. I'd have it on ancestor altar. They didn't like it on my own working altar, and then I put on ancestor altar one for them just for just to help them to help me with the work itself. Girl, they put it right out, and then I put on my own working altar. It's fine. They don't like it. They do not like it. But now, if you're using the unscented kind, absolutely wonderful. Now they have one. This is pineapple as well as coconut. This is for road to success and good fortune. More than likely, they're going to probably ingratiate. Hombre Camino is always going to ingratiate itself to El Agua or Papalegba, the crossroad bringer. He's the owner of the crossroads. Ooh, the coconut, cinnamon, and sandalwood. Ooh, that must smell so pretty. And see, now you know it's scented. Oh, I love the label. Now you know it's scented. You know it's scented, girl. Now you can see on top.
It looks scented.
Yeah, you can see on top that they have the little chunks of wax up there. Those chunks of wax probably have different scents too as well. So this is a beautiful experience. Now, mind you, coconut, cinnamon, and sandalwood have long been known for attracting love, prosperity, as well as cleansing and protecting the home and business. Now, how we would do it in Creole style or concerning Hoodoo and Conjure, again, we would ingratiate ourselves with the powdered herbs, make them into little bowls. They can be different colors. Like this right here looks like to be a nice reddish orange color. For attraction, love, we'd have a little bit of red, a little bit of orange, a little bit of green, little bitty balls that's there. Now we're also going to make sure we ingratiate the candle the same way. So there'd probably be a three-tone candle, three-tone or two-tone candle itself. But the herbs are inside these little balls. It's the first thing that sacred flame hits. So as it hits these ingredients, especially with our tension underneath, it's going to supercharge our work in a really, really beautiful way. I didn't know what the cocktail was. This is really lovely. Oh, and for everybody on StreamYard, this is, I don't know why I'm giving this man so much business. Papa Jim's Botanica. He must need it. I've ordered for him from ever. This site has been around, honey, when we didn't have Amazon. And I don't even know these people. You know who I got this from, though, Daddy.
I like the cross candles you were showing earlier, how you could see the hands and the Bible and the skeleton key on there. That was really, those were nice. I'm going to get some.
I love those cross candles because they have to have those on there. And you find those that do not have them at all. And I'm wondering how the hell they do business.
Yeah, because when I looked up white cross candles before on Etsy, they didn't have any of those other symbols. So now I know that they got to have them.
You got to have them. You must have them. A lot of times, some people will go as far as etching those, taking a little knife and etching those symbols in the wax themselves. But they already have them.
Would that work?
It does work. It absolutely does. Just X a little bit of like the skeleton key. Just take a little paper clip and etch the right hand, the left hand, and then etch a little rudimentary Bible in the middle. It works. It definitely does work. But it's better to have those symbols absolutely represented inside the wax mold itself. Now they have a triple strength Luxus candle. It's the most powerful candle. It comes already prepared and ready to use. This is probably something that they do. This is a fixed candle along with an essential oil. So they have their own fixed line here. Also, too, keep in mind that this is good for business owners looking to do conjure business. They have a fixed candle. They have a dried roux or throw powder and an oil. All that they're missing is a sachet. Remember, we're going to have the same thing in our brown paper bag that we hand over to our clients, but we also have a sachet. Magic and conjure should be a personal experience. It's wonderful to set your magic up wonderful. It's wonderful to have that essential oil that you can wear on your person as well as anointing your candle. But you need to have a sachet Those roots really know how to do what they're doing. Ingratiate that person inside that magical experience with that beautiful sachet, definitely. So that missing one, everything else looks beautiful. It's such a beautiful presentation. I'd get one just to see how they work. But girl, you know how to add my own mojo to it. My goodness, that's $60. Okay, they must listen. They probably have tons of power in them too. Now the gel fix candles. This is what I was talking about, making candles into figurine candles themselves. Now we just call these. Um, Now, mind you, you see now this is going to have a gel in it, which is more than likely it's olive oil, or it could be a paraffin gel that's quite flammable or burnable. But they also have a tapered candle in here as well. Let's zoom in. You see that white tapered candle that's in there, but it has gel all around. That tapered candle is sitting in a paraffin gel that is quite burnable. Where are the roots at though? I don't have any roots in there at all. It's just a candle in the gel. Mhm.
I don't know about the gel.
That paraffin gel, it's quite burnable though, and it's all natural. Mind you, we like to utilize olive oil. It's the best way to go. It's been utilized for thousands of years, and it ain't gonna bother nobody. Now, esoteric gels. What are esoteric gels? Oh, esoteric gel. Use this powerful gel daily to attract a new lover or to bring. Okay, here we go. Is it a gel for your hair? Now, everybody,
I have no idea.
girl, is this a gel? Is it a mousse or a shampoo? Now,
Is this like?
girl,
It's not lube. It looks like lube.
girl, I don't know, girl. It's called an esoteric gel. Hold on. Maybe listen. They're probably gonna tell us how to use it. Use this powerful gel daily to attract a new lover or to bring your lover back. But what type of gel is it, sir? They don't say. More than likely, it is a. Is it? Good, I don't know. Everybody in every Botanica, they have the okie doke. Their products that they slap a thing. We ain't gonna do that. No.
Yeah, the stuff that I can't see any herbs in it and it's like neon colored, I don't get those.
I'm not gonna deal with that. No. And then they have the gambler's gel. Yeah, I don't want that, honey. Once you fit, okay, now come on, hold on. Rub this gel on your hands and put in your bath for good luck. Oh, okay, see now they don't tell us how to use it. Yay! Come on, let me see. You can rub it on your hands or put it in your bath. It's probably just scented, wonderful gel. Now, for these type of products, because more than likely, these are type of what we just call filler products. Every Botanica, every Hoodoo shop has filler products. We tell the clients specifically, pray on them. Now, if I'm going to sell this gel, of course, it's going to be all natural, vegan free, cruelty free. But I'm also going to make sure that this is a nature with natural roots, natural powders. Now, mind you, being that it's gel and it has to go through that gel thing, it has to go through that little hole. Maybe it'll have remnants of roots in them, but in order to create something like this, you're gonna have to make sure that you powder those roots cosmetically fine, tons of cheesecloth, tons of preparation and processes itself, and then because what you can absolutely do is take a vegan gel, let it sit in big bins, because you can change the color by food coloring. And let it sit, like for instance, if this is for gambler's gel, take about 7 roots, such as Solomon seal, galangal root, low john, sweet lord, Beth's root, cinnamon. What is that beautiful root we just talked about? The attractant root. I keep
Calamus?
Thank you, sweetie. Calamus root. Get them cosmetically fine, of course. Now, what I would want to do is this is a gel. Get it lukewarm, not warm enough, not too hot you couldn't keep your pinky in it. Base those roots in. cool it down, and then add more of this vegan gel to it. Have a whole pickle jar full of it. Let it stir it around, stir it around, stir it around. Add more dried roots to it. Stir it around, stir it around, stir it around, stir it around. Go about basing it for about a good month and a half, a good 4 to 6 weeks. There you go. But mind you, keep it also understand something. We have to go about adding essential oils up to 2. Now, this is a gel. Essential oils will break down the gel texture, so we're not going to add that much. Calamus oil, calamus essential oil, and then bay leaf essential oil. Bay laurel is going to be absolutely amazing. Now, that's a true esoteric gel. And the base, we just started out just with a vegan gel just from anywhere, pretty much. It's a food grade gel. It's vegan and it's cruelty free. That's how, but these are great ideas. Now we just came up with a really great, innovative one, and making one that is spiritually sound. And then food coloring for green, just add regular food coloring. But making something that's spiritually sound. Now, is it spiritually sound, honey? I don't know. Maybe they did the same thing with theirs too. Rubbing this gel on your hands or put in your bath to remove any witchcraft that has been placed upon you. I suspect that it's not. It could just be prayed over though.
No. A lot of this stuff, it seems like curio and like what's the word? Not curio, but
Hocus
it's like novelty.
pocus.
This stuff's for novelty.
It's for novelty, absolutely. It's hocus pocus. I bet it smells good though.
It looks like a fun bubble bath, but I wonder about the powders they have because I don't really know anything about working with powders.
Look at this gold one. That's pretty though.
Let's see.
That's really pretty. Now the powders themselves, they got tons of herbs.
Oh yeah, I like that. It does look like bubble bath.
It does. Now the powders here, I want to see too. Powders are throw powders. Powders are extremely specific. Oh, House of Avalon powder, Papa Jim's powder. So this is probably an all-purpose. Oh, here we go. Against jealousy, PJ powder. Against harm, PJ powder. African voodoo, PJ powder. I love it. Now we're getting into small, delicate envelopes of throw powder. You realize you can make a good tub of it. A good one. Hold on. How big is this right here? This is about 13 ounces. That'll make about 20 of those little envelopes. And how much are they? A large envelope is gonna cost you $40. A smaller one is $3.47. Now that small one looks like about a good tablespoon and a half. A good 2 tablespoons. Now African voodoo Africano. That's a beautiful throw powder, cosmetically fine, been minced up in your coffee grinder. Wonderful roots. And it is gorgeous. Now look at that. That's really pretty. African juju. I know how to make African juju powder, though. That's really easy to make. African juju powder, definitely. But this powder uses powder to jinx a person's nature. So this is going to be a throw powder. Adam and Eve PJ powder. Yeah, these are throw powders. Use this powder to bring 2 people close together or to bring a lover back to you. Now, throw powders are what's called sitting powders or crossing powders or trick powders. These are ways of powder you can put in somebody's seat, powder you can put in somebody's food, powder you can put in somebody's sock drawer, you can put in the bottom of their shoe without them knowing. This is what's called situational powders, placing powders, powders that you can put in somebody's bed or under their mattress. Now, for bring 2 people closer together. Well, honey, you're gonna put these powders in the bottom of their shoe. You're gonna put in a underwear drawer, pretty much.
True. I've definitely put some things in people's shoes, and that's why I tell people that are close to me, I'm like, don't leave your shoes around. Like, put your shoes in your room if you live with other people. Like, keep your shoes on lock. You don't know what people are gonna do.
Absolutely, because I'm gonna put some in them. I'm gonna get you good. Girl, listen, they got 35 pages of throw powder.
This was a lot. Yeah, it's crazy. They got They got the garlic one. I wonder what that's
Yeah.
for.
And they got the Zodiac powder. Hold up, number 2. Tell me, you got a Witch Against Witchcraft PJ powder. That's just astrologers root and Angelica root. But mind you, that goes to show you, though, that these are literally As You Please PJ powder or PJ Throw powder, anointing PJ powder. These are very easy to make. And mind you, they're just,
The Arabian Night.
oh, the Arabian Night. That's very pretty, too. Oh, that's very, very beautiful. That must smell wonderful. Now, add the Allen PJ powders against gossip. Altar PJ powder, of course. Ega PJ powder is to soothe somebody's nature against you. To quiet and smooth someone when their temper flares. Yeah, that's going to have astrologers, angelica, as well as spikenard. You can also add alkane to that as well. All soothing roots. Soothing roots. Also, too, with most powders, reading directly from the Bible, reading Psalms, and just until you feel God in that work. Also, to everybody, with powders, what I like to do, because all the Greek I create, they have the same type of throw powders in them. I like to have at least 1 or 2 Rose of Jerichos in my throw powder bins. The dried roux for the Gregories. I like to have the Rose of Jericho, dried Rose of Jericho to each one. She just seems to make everyone magical. She makes all the Gregory powder magical. Yeah.
I saw, I think this was like 2 years ago, you showed off the root powder and it had a big dried Rose of Jericho in that.
Yeah.
That was nice to see. And then I remember you have an old video on one of your pages where you were like baptizing brown eggshells, and there was a lot of bay leaves in there too.
Definitely. Now, when I did that one, those eggshells were for a specific reason. For a client that needed eggshell powder, their house was haunted, and so they were going to create a conjure powder or conjure cascarilla, and that needed to be quite protected. And it worked really, really well.
Whoa.
They still moved out of it though, but they had, it kept whatever the hell was their way. Girl, when I came back, I did not feel right, and I'm spiritually protected. I didn't feel right. I said, y'all need to get the hell up out of there for real.
It's hella haunted.
It was hella haunted. Like, y'all need to get out of there. Yeah. I didn't feel right. And to be quite frank with you, I still don't feel right. And I tried to get that shit the hell up out of there. And the thing I think of it is, whatever the hell the ghost is, I think it's a land. Look at Ashley driving. Hey, honey. Hi, baby. Hi. Girl, that house was haunted, Ashley. It was haunted bad.
Something probably buried there. Something was probably buried deep under the ground.
I think so. Because it was on one of the Cointa Hills that was going on. And I think so. I absolutely think so. Absolutely. I don't know the people that are there now. I don't think nobody's up in there. If anybody does go up in there,
probably not.
I don't think so, sweetie. I don't think anybody's there. If they are there, I'll make my service available to them. I don't know how they find me. Listen, people find me when they need me.
Go drop a card in their mailbox.
I should do that. I should have cards, right? Girl, listen. I'm passing all the cards out to the sexy boys. It would defeat the purpose, girl. Hey, Ashley, honey. Hey, Lola. Lola's here too. Hi, Lola, sweetie. And thank y'all for supporting, for being on, definitely. All right, y'all. Now hold on. Now I'm interested, and also too, y'all. I'm getting ideas concerning my own little store, my own little thing that I want to carry on too. Now,
yeah, if you ever sell that special egg powder, I'll buy some.
Oh, the special one, the Keep Them Haunted. Yeah, definitely. That's easy to make too. I should give y'all the remedy. That's called a wet setting for eggs. Y'all, when you're making your own cascarilla powder, you can set, of course, the eggs themselves. They're set in it's just water. Of course, you peel the egg. You peel the egg. You peel the membrane off the eggs themselves, but then you give an egg setting water or an eggshell bath, depending on depending on the intention of what you want those shells to do.
What is this stage?
Oh yeah, But like with money, bay leaves, nutmeg, cinnamon, allspice, a little bit of brown sugar, something that not too much though. You don't want it too sweet or too sticky, but something to go about, you know, to attract. Maybe a little calamus root powder, root oil too as well. Dry that and then have the eggs soak in the water for about an hour, no more than an hour. Egg spirits are so temperamental, no more than an hour. Take them out, let them dry in your wax paper, let them dry in the sun. First, put them on a towel, let them dry in the sun, and then go about. Y'all see this? Chinese nympho creams. Oh, sweet Jesus. I will not be selling these. Papa Negona tablets. Oh, helps promote a longer lasting and firm erection as well as prevent premature ejaculation. These capsules may also help women amplify pleasure and desire. $38.97. The thing about it, you will find a lot of these things in Puerto Rico. You'll find a lot of these things in Mexico. You'll find a lot of these things in these wonderful, beautiful urban neighborhoods, like in California, in the Bronx, and they work beautifully. They work wonderfully. But they cause heart arrhythmias. They're never FDA tested. And the thing about it, I want to get away from pitting things in people's bodies because then you get sued. So,
Yeah.
No, listen, La Papa Negra tablets. I don't want La Papa to take my pills and then croaking. Lord forbid. Now, the Chinese nympho cream, maybe I'll do that. I'm not doing the pills. Now, here, the Golden Peak Sexual Enhancer. This amazing product is unique and fine combination of natural herbs with a potent aphrodisiac. Girl, it lasts up to 72 hours.
That's 3 days.
That is horrible.
Oh.
Sir, where the hell is you going? You going to a freak meet? No. Ashley, where are these people going? Hmm?
They're going to Pound Town, I guess.
Oh, I don't want to go. I want to be nowhere near them. Aroused AF Stimulation Intensifying Cream. This is an intensified stimulation for next level sexual encounter. This is a sensitizing cream for gentle areas. Now, mind you, everyone, every single Botanica has an intimate area. This, now mind you, this is the opportunity to go about selling drawers and sexy underwear if you like it, if you have it on order, selling beautiful things. Now, as far as things, putting these things in people's bodies and things like that, I don't know about that. That aroused as AFF could give somebody, I don't know, honey, it's horrible. Increase your sexual performance.
Burn your Johnson.
Girl, it's bad. Actra ASX, a natural pill that's safe for people with high blood pressure, diabetes, type 2 diabetes. It works within 45 minutes, and you can take it only when you need it. So this is Viagra. I'm gonna blow it.
I don't think Viagra does shit for diabetes.
I don't think either. But look, it's sealed. So this is wonderful.
That's good.
They even have the male pheromones. Let's see what else they. Girl, they got the La Papa Negra syrup in case if you don't want to take the tablets. Ooh.
Oh, no.
A powerful syrup helps promote a longer lasting and firm erection as well as prevent premature ejaculation. Okay. I bet you see, now mind you, this is in Espanol and it's sugar free. It must taste nasty as hell. I don't.
At least it's sugar free and sealed, safety sealed.
And it is safety sealed, definitely. Now, but also too, and especially most Hispanic botanicas and beautiful spiritual curio shops, you're gonna find detoxing products, diet products, drops, extracts, and tinctures, hair products and shampoos, herbal capsules, loose teas, loose medicinal teas. For these beautiful communities, these products, this is their Amway. This is their medicine cabinet. And it should be, definitely. Now, detox products, let me see something. Oh, this is a drug test product right here. Cola clean,
Yeah,
clean hair detox. Yeah, this is the detox from marijuana or Stinger mouthwash. What is it? What does it detox your mouth? Mouthwash would clean you in an hour and would keep you clean for 3 hours.
a hair detox. Wow. Jazz detox.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, this is amazing. Now, Asian accessories. What is that? I don't understand. Oh, elephants. Okay, Chinese coins. Chinese, of course, the beautiful the now these lucky golden indica. Now that's lovely. It's not gold, but somebody would love to have that. Now this is just for curio to put on your ancestor altar, to put on your working altar. Let's see how it looks when it pulls up. Now these are cool. These are really cool. But in a lot of these botanicas, a lot of these will do an offset as like a health store, but a health store for older people, a health store for spiritual people. That's pretty. It's a little. It looks like a Chinese indigo, like a real one. They really do look like that. It's probably going to be that.
Yeah.
You could put that in your golden rice or your green rice for good luck.
That's a good idea. I've seen people use the Chinese coins for
good luck too.
prosperity work.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this is what you can go about getting China elephant coins, lucky frogs. Now balls of salt, bath salts, floor sweeps, fixed rice. That esoteric gel took me out, girl. Now here's the green rice. Rice, right now, mind you, we know how to create rice, green rice. Here you go. Not much of it though. Sprinkle around your business to draw customers and for money drawing. Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Now, keep in mind, everyone, whenever you buy, like for instance, this beautiful fixed green rice. Now, to get rice that green and beautiful, it takes some time. You can buy this rice on its own. Now, a lot of you know so much about herbs. You can fix it on your own. Just buy 2 bags of it and then fix it on your own. It's already green and beautiful. Add more, because you know it didn't have enough roots in it. Add more root powder, a little bit of alcohol, powdered tobacco, a little bit of sesame seed, and spruce it up. And then you got your rice. Look at it. It looks kind of pretty. It's a pretty green too, but it's not nearly enough roots.
It's a really pretty color. It's really dark. It's
a beautiful, nice money green color. I would get 3 or 4 bags of it and just spruce it up on my own. Just really, really spruce it up and add my own magic to it. And there you go. I got my green rice. So a lot of times when you have in botanicals, now the only people that will use these products just straight as they are laymen or people that are so brand new to Conjure, that are so brand new to the spiritual movement. Like a lot of bakurs, a lot of mama docs, a lot of spiritual people will utilize these products, will buy them, and really, really do the most to them to spruce them up and doing what they got to do with them, definitely. But they'll use them as a source of inspiration. Now, sprinkling around the business, no, honey, you put that rice near your computer and you keep that mojo near your workspace and it will draw money to you. You absolutely, but you can spread some around the house though. Having a little bit of dishes. The thing about spreading rice around the house is that it brings rodents though. They love it. Dried rice. And here come Mr. Rat and all of his brothers. And we're not trying to meet them ever. Get earned. And please don't come back. Let's see what they got for crystals. Oh, crystal stone kits, crystal items. Oh. When I used to order from him, he didn't have anything like this. Witch wellness kit, sacred heart, natural healing stone kit. This is lovely. This is hard, honey. They've come a long ways. Crystals. No, they never had crystals way back in the day. And now they do. Cherry quartz, carnelian, citrine, desert rose, fluorite. They've come a long ways, honey. Botswana agate, Beautiful agate, by the way. Now these are stone chips, definitely. Beautiful, beautiful stuff, definitely. Hmm. Y'all, it's come to that time. I've had so much fun. Hey Ashley. Hey Ashley, you want to come up and say hello? Ashley, you riding? I think Ashley talking to somebody. She is. Hey girl. Don't bring Ashley on the stage. Hold on. Hi.
Hey everybody!
Hey girl.
Yeah, I was gonna stay out, but I'm tired. I'm going home.
Okay, okay. How you doing, baby?
I'm doing okay. I just got me some Taco Bell. I'm like, let me do something for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got me
Absolutely.
a little food. I'm not about to be driving. My eyes they starting to burn, so I'm gonna go home.
That's not safe. Yeah, let me go home and go to bed.
I literally just put up to the house too, but all this stuff you're talking about is really interesting. I don't know about all that dick oil and stuff they got on there.
Girl,
Mm-mm.
oh my goodness. Me and Autumn, girl, listen. Girl, we was just kikiing over here. Girl, they got the Papa Negative pills and the elixir you take down your gullet. It just
I
keeps
said,
oh,
ooh,
I said, ooh, somebody daddy gonna get it. They gonna give it to them good. And them
okay,
take
that's
y'all know it works, right? It works. Sometimes it works too good. Girl, go to
mm-hmm.
emergency room with priapism. It won't
One
go
of them
down.
Splendor daddies trying to get some sugar. He gonna pop one of those.
Woo! Now, mind you, now you know FDA does not regulate none of that stuff. Girl, he go to the emergency room. Thing won't go down. It's been up for 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, what? Oh my God, why you do this to yourself? Well, he got it for the wood shop. Well, that figures.
Okay. I just be careful with that because certain medications they have interactions with certain
Yeah,
herbs. So that's what kind of make me nervous about that type of stuff.
yeah. I'm even really nervous about tinctures too as well.
Yeah.
I only serve tinctures if the person's in front of me and it's something that we have. Yeah, a lot of it's from Mexico, definitely. It probably works beautifully.
Yeah.
But America is so litigious nowadays.
Mm-hmm. But
So
I
you
figure
can't.
those oils that you tell us about in the moment, like the oil should be enough because you hitting all the points, all the spots
Yeah,
you're supposed
it
to
should be
hit.
enough.
So,
Yeah, it really should. It really should be enough. It should absolutely be
child. Mm-mm.
enough. Oh,
I'm like, woo.
Papa Daddy,
Love.
he's found some sugar and he want to dip in. I'm like, go ahead, old daddy.
Okay, you supposed to be a splendor daddy, trying to be a sugar daddy, trying to make sure you get some.
You listen. But he gonna be a boy. Gonna be a boy, whether he an old boy, he a young boy.
That
That
is
man
so
gonna
true.
do
Let
what
me
they
turn
do.
the light on so y'all can see me. There we go. That is so
Absolutely.
true.
And let Papa Daddy live his life.
Okay, we
Let him
want
get
to
rid of
remember everything. Okay.
everything. Oh, Ashley, now mind you, on the iPhone, did you get the examples of the children's where I saw you? The children's stuff I saw sent you.
Yes, I did. I was so excited. I'm like,
It's
I
cute
can't
stuff
wait.
on now.
I saw I like how you made the braces. Like they look
Yeah.
so real.
Now, mind you, that's just an example, but I want to show you a little bit of children's illustrations and stuff that I've done, and then creating your children like creating characters for children's books as well
Yeah,
as apparel. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, because that's the goal to have like the story, but then you know how Disney Channel does it, where they have like the clothes and
Yeah,
notebooks and
merchandise.
covers and all that. Like I want to be able to go there.
Yeah, merchandising big time.
Yes.
And that's usually the place. That's usually the way to go too.
Yeah, and I just thought about a new series earlier today. So I guess I'm gonna be keeping myself busy. That's what,
Hmm.
two series already. No, three series because one of them is gonna be about my dog. So that's
Hmm.
three series already. Child, I gotta get some
So,
writing.
not only that, but you know what? The inspiration is coming. Once the inspiration is coming, you're perfectly fine.
Yeah, and I was told that would be like the hardest business to start, like a publishing company. But I think we're gonna do well. So
It can be. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not. It depends on the book itself.
yeah,
Children's books are very easy to sell.
yeah,
Children, no, it's adult books that can be difficult. Children's books, if they hit on some of the kids love them, child, they'll sell like hotcakes.
yeah.
You're
I'm
very
excited.
good, honey. Very, very good. I'm excited for you.
Yes, I
All
can't wait.
right. Well, listen, be good, Ashley. Thank you so much for your time, baby. Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all be good. I am going off because I'm getting ready to go to sleep too.
I
You know,
know that's right.
y'all be good. Thank you so much for your time, everybody. I surely appreciate you. Be good. I'm gonna go sit down here and eat me a little something too. I love you. Thank you so much for your time, everybody. Thank you, baby.
Yes,
Thank you,
love you,
bye.
Theo. We gonna be doing these more often, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do them every day,
Video. Okay.
every day, because it's
Okay.
fun. And I also like to present. It's just a really great way of teaching.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
Okay.
But listen, you be good, baby Ashley, and you be good, Sister Ada, Sister Lima, Sister Mama Montifat, Sister Monica. Y'all be good. Thank you so very much for your time. I love you. Be good, and I will talk to you soon. Bye,
Yes,
everybody.
love y'all. See you later.
Bye, y'all. Bye, baby. Thank you again.